fadeaway. Money.
There he goes. It's going to be a drop-off violation.
Gets it up on the buzzer. Gets it to go.
Soglu, whoa!
Swallow doubles up.
Wide open! It's good! It's good!
And that's...
I'll have a strong, smooth, creamy latte.
Be your own barista at Coles Express. Award-winning Coles Urban Coffee Culture from just $1.
Express yourself.
At Coles Express.
Fasten up your seatbelts, do a double take. Don't need to be a millionaire to roll this kind of way. Yeah, I got the recipe to do it every day. Straight to the top, and that's where we gon' stay. Yeah. Step it up again. Yeah, we do it every day. Step it up, step it up.
Take it to the next level.
Step it up again.
Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. Elevate your adventure.
Suffer from muscle or mild joint pain? Try Kanzia Pain Relief Cream from Zia, an anti-inflammatory cream providing temporary pain relief using natural active ingredients. Experience the Zia difference at zia.com.au.
Sixt Car and Truck Rental has arrived in Australia. With small cars, big cars, utes, vans, cars as big as trucks. Because they are trucks. Welcome to Above and Beyonding.
NBL1 and Ballarat Basketball wish to acknowledge the Wadawurrung people, the traditional custodians of the land on which this match will be played. We acknowledge their elders, past, present and emerging. Welcome back to Selkirk Stadium in Ballarat, the Brick House, for the second leg of our NBL1 South doubleheader between the Knox Raiders and the Ballarat Miners in Pink Round, supporting the Breast Cancer Network Australia. My name's Jared Crosser. Alongside me is Mark Farrell. Faz, these are two teams not quite at full strength, which is almost a shame because the contrasting styles of the two teams would have led to a fascinating matchup.
Yeah, you're right. Both teams are lacking players, starters. So, it's going to be interesting to see who has the greater depth and which of those players that hit the court tonight and get those minutes that they probably don't usually get, which one will embrace that. So, as far as Ballarat goes, they're running with a whole squad of 8.
Yes, at home. Yeah, at home, which is astonishing. And Jack Davidson, who took a knock to the head a couple of weeks ago against Dandenong, is continuing to sit out with concussion. Max Cody, who hurt his hamstring back in, I want to say mid-April, perhaps against Keilor, he's still suffering from that hammy. And Jake Lloyd out with a corky picked up against Frankston last Sunday for Knox. They've got a pretty key out as well. KJ Fegan continuing to sit out for his suspension. I believe this is the last match he'll miss. But, the engine that drives Knox's offense. But for Knox, offense isn't their calling card. They are, without a doubt, the best defensive side in NBL1 South. Lead the league in points against. They're second in field goal percentage against, third in three-pointers made against. They don't give up a lot of free throws. They don't give up points in the paint. Like, this is a side that, if there is ever a side that could cope with missing its key offensive driver, it's probably this Knox side.
Yeah, look, and on the other side of the coin, Ballarat, I mean, there's great opportunities here for Zach Dunmore getting the start, Adam Thoesby, Tyler Rudolph, Nick Zoglu, and the young phenom Ned Renfrey getting the start again for Ballarat.
And for Knox, we're looking at Jacob Foy, we're looking at Madu Ketch, DJ Stewart wearing the number 15, Denga Kuth towers over Tyler Rudolph, 6'11" of Denga Kuth, formerly of this parish, Defensive Player of the Year when he was a Ballarat Miner back in 2019, and rounding out the lineup is Bailey Nunn for Knox, and it will be the Raiders to get us underway at Selkirk Stadium.
I'll be interested to see how Ballarat match this size of Knox. Got some really good tall players.
It's a good start from Jacob Foy, the lefty, knocks down the jumper from the nail. And Ballarat running with their young point guard in Renfrey. Dunmore wide open three. Renfrey was patient then. He wasn't patient in his first career start last week against Frankston in the first quarter. Much more awareness then. Drew the double team, let Ballarat split it. Dunmore gets the wide open corner tray.
Yeah, if Knox think they're going to flush the Ned Renfrey, they're kidding themselves. This kid's is really built for this. I mean, he's only young and was probably a bit nervous last week, but...
and look, he had a really good veteran player in Lachlan Barker against him too, who, quite frankly, took his lunch money a couple of times in the opening quarter, but he'll be better for that experience. It's he's a pro, Lachlan Barker, so...
Yeah, look,
Lucas Barker, my apologies, it was.
Ned Renfrey's 17 years old, so got a bit of room for growth, I would have thought, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, lovely shot. Bailey Nunn. Quality young player, only 18 himself.
Come out, look, really aggressive on offense.
Renfrey, Dunmore did well to catch that. Kazoglu, Dangakuth, active hands as always. Rudolph, a little rush there.
Yeah,
felt the height of Deng, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think that shot was changed purely by the presence.
Yeah. Brilliant defensive player, Dangakuth. Moves his feet well, always active with his hands. It's not just the shot blocking with him as much as he is an excellent shot blocker. Oh, there's a bad pass from a catch. Can't throw it to the feet of a near 7-footer.
That's a terrible pass.
And on the contrast, that's a gorgeous pass from Kazoglu to Dunmore.
Yeah, you feel like that's where Ballarat will be, can probably gain some ascendancy on this game, is getting out and running. I can't say Knox pushing back hard on defence, so...
Look, even if they do, they're a much bigger side. Much bigger, and you know, the speed disadvantage that you get from that is DJ Stewart hits the mid-range J. Dunmore. I went for the acrobatic shot, didn't go. Fortunate to fall back to Pazoglu. Renfrey finds Tyler Rudolph. Shot clock down to 5. Dunmore looking to work on Foy. Well done, a catch. Goes past Rudolph like he's not even there. Oh, and Renfrey, fearless.
Making him earn it.
Could have been put in a poster there because a catch, he's not shy of throwing him down. I'm not even sure if that's the right phrase anymore, Faz, putting him on a poster. Is it starring in a tweet, getting him on a TikTok?
Putting him on an NFT, yeah.
Showing our age here in the podcast. Posters? Do they even do posters anymore?
Well, I don't know, these young kids of today.
What is these TikToks and whatnot?
But Ned Renfrey can get off the floor himself. He has got an insane vertical. And no fear. He's happy to jump with players, and
he's not a big kid either. He's only about 5'10", I reckon.
He's probably just pushed 6 foot, just a touch over, but he can jump out of the gym, that kid.
So Knox early lead, 11-5. That's an undermanned Ballarat outfit. That one's off Bailey Nunn. Good defence on Renfrey.
Be an interesting matchup, these two young kids playing each other, Renfrey and Nunn.
Mason Peatling checking in. Gonna get the catch. Does Knox to look to go even bigger. Renfrey finds Rudolph. Shoots over Deng-Akuth, and that is what Tyler Rudolph is going to have to do an awful lot of this evening.
Yeah.
Stretch Deng right out.
That amongst other things, I think he's going to have to do a lot of stuff that he's probably not comfortable with tonight, purely because of the lack of depth that the Miners have on the bench.
There's a good drive there by Jacob Bell. He's up to 6 points already. Renfrey kicks it out. Rudolph, Dunmore wide open. Akuth closes well. Just enough to put him off. Kazoglu, great effort, Nick Kazoglu. Gets another 14 seconds on the shot clock for Ballarat. Thosby, I think it's the first time we've called his name tonight. Drives to the hoop, tough finish against Foy.
It's a really nice finish, that.
And Thosby's the one I'm looking forward to see a lot more tonight. In this offense, he's generally a catch and shoot type of guy.
Yep.
But he's going to have to do a lot of work off the bounce.
Yeah, again, someone else is going to have to do a whole bunch of stuff they're probably not usually comfortable with.
Ball will stay with Knox after the Stewart miss. Three-point game, 10-13. Ballarat trail the Raiders. Just under 4 minutes played here at Selkirk. Here is Stewart. All right, negotiate the screens. Well done, Zach Dunmore. And Kazoglu flips it up, can't get it. Rudolph, hard work on the boards. Does well, gets swallowed there. Call from Jason Kelly, the high official.
Yeah, a bit of contact on the back of the head there.
Yep. And Ty Rudolph, tough work on the boards there, but credit to Zach Dunmore up the other end. Knox looking to get Deng-Akuth and his pronounced height advantage working early, and Dunmore got up to knock away that entry pass, and Deng, he's checking out now, Austin Rapp. Well, 17-year-old Austin Rapp, he's still not 18 until August, checking in.
They haven't been able to really utilise Akuth in the post. We saw one pass thrown in his feet, and another one picked off then. So, Ballarat are doing a good job of protecting that entry pass. And
one thing with Deng is that he's not necessarily a back to the basket post player. He can catch and finish well inside. He's got great hands, but that's one thing you get with a relatively skinny 7-footer. Lovely move, Bailey Nunn, is that you can get under them and take away their centre of gravity, and that's something where I think Ty Rudolph will have an advantage if Knox decide to post up. Deng, but if you get him on the move as Renfrey answers with the free throw line jumper, if you can get him on the move, I think Akoof can catch and finish over the top of the Ballarat D relatively easily.
Yep.
Well done, Thosby. Sends Dunmore the other way. Thosby, tough finish. And sent Austin Rapp reeling into the corner as well. Good work, Thosby.
Yeah, that's the way to attack the basket. Really put the foot down and attack the basket really hard.
Ballarat going a little bit bigger now. Renfrey checking out. Having a chat with Coach Luke Sunderland and former club captain Geordie Lingard in.
I thought that was a really good start from Ned Renfrey, actually.
Oh, much better than he started against Frankston. He looked much more composed today.
Looked really comfortable, didn't he?
Yeah. Nunn was invited to shoot that one.
Speaking of looking comfortable, Bailey Nunn's looked really comfortable too.
Yeah, Pizoglu dances to the basket, gives Ballarat their first lead of the game, 17-15, 4:40 to play. And Matt Nunn wants to talk it over with his team, see if he can investigate what's happened to this ascendancy that the Raiders had early.
Yeah, they really need to have a good look into this. So, Bailey Nunn though has been brilliant. Like I think he started the game really well, got the ball with confidence and created off the dribble. So Bailey Nunn started well.
He's a very good young point guard, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
I was surprised to see he's only shooting 23% from three. He's a really good jump shooter. I'm kind of shocked to see those numbers against him for the season.
Yeah, that might have more indication, well, probably has more to do with the type of shots he's getting or the type of looks he's getting rather than his ability to shoot a long ball. So, he's had 2 looks tonight and made one of them only as good as your last shot, I guess.
Spoken like a true shooter, Vaz.
That I am not. Yeah, so, look, I'm really intrigued to see how Ballarat go with just 8 men.
Yeah.
Short bench of only 3 players, a couple of guys down there in tracksuits, but yeah, it's
including their starting backcourt.
Well, exactly, yeah. So both starting guards are sitting on the long end of the bench in tracksuits. So yeah, it doesn't help.
So back underway here. The aforementioned Bailey Nunn steps into another 3. There it is. It's not the quickest release, but you give him time, he'll knock it down.
Yeah, just giving him far too much room there.
Oh, yeah. So Pizoglu, who will see run a lot of point tonight for Ballarat. Rudolph Rapp does well this time. It's a little unfortunate there. I thought he played pretty good D on Ty Rudolph.
Yeah, the young fellow was moving his feet pretty well, but couldn't quite get in the position.
Pizoglu. Shot clock at 10. Oh, well done, Nunn. Good defense. Got the hand in on the handoff. Stay Ballarat ball, but 7 seconds on that shot clock. Bringing it from 3/4 court.
He's not huge, Bailey Nunn, is he?
No, he's tiny.
And he looks even smaller with next to some of his teammates, but yeah, really active.
That was a good idea from Dylan Ware there, who's checked in to push Pizoglu back, take his second or 2 off the clock. Doesn't matter as Poz hits the 3, gives Ballarat back the lead, 20-18. Much improved shoot of Nick Pizoglu from this year to last. And that leap is, I don't think that's ever going away. Pizoglu, wow, he's fouled. That was a hell of a wraparound pass too to Ty Rudolph in the corner.
Pizoglu looks like a man on a mission tonight, doesn't he? He looks like he's really switched on, come to play.
Yeah, and look, he's one of these guys who really does stuff a stat sheet, especially now that his jumper is back to falling.
Yep.
With Cody as a setup guy missing, Jake Lloyd that little bit of a Swiss Army knife, and particularly Jack Davidson, 25 points a game.
Yep.
And just the gravity that Davidson draws. A lot is going to be asked of Pizoglu, and that man, Adam Thosby, who hits the 3. Wow.
He had a hand right in his face, and he didn't even flinch.
I swear I could get the kids I coach to watch the way Thosby sets his feet and releases on catch and shoot. That's gorgeous. Well, that was a bit of a brick from Nunn. Dunmore looking to come the other way, dribbles himself into trouble. He's frankly bailed out by the officials a little bit there.
Yeah, maybe there was a small sample size from Bailey Nunn early on when I said he's far better three-point shooter than what had been.
I absolutely think he is. I mean, he's 2 or 4 from 3 so far as he checks out, and Bo Tranter, another youngster, checks in. For those going back a while, his dad Glenn, former Seabull champion about 30-odd years ago.
I thought I recognised the name, Jared.
Rudolph, it's a second three from another Pozzoglu kick out. Ballarat 26-18. They've stretched this out to 8. And seemingly with a blink of an eye, this was a 6-point lead to Knox at one stage.
Yeah, they've caught him napping a little bit, haven't they?
Dylan Hare now goes to the hoop. Oh, good effort. Lingard took him pretty well there. Rudolph got a much better low post matchup here with Peatling than he did with Dangakuth. Oh, great shot. Pierces it off the glass on the turnaround. And it's a double-digit lead, Faz.
Wow. Yeah, look, I probably didn't see this coming, to be honest. And, yeah, I don't think Knox did either. So, but I'll tell you, some people that did see it coming with a minus. Oh, wow.
Austin Rapp, catch and shoot from the 6'8" forward. Gorgeous arc on that.
That's another young player as well out here. He's long though, isn't he?
He's one of the... Oh, Dunmore, great drive. He's one of the great things about NBL 1 as a league is that it gives such a great pathway for kids who are 17, 18, 19 who would be just training fodder, development players at best for an NBL side.
Yep.
Pozzoglu, Dunmore, the catch is going to try and catch him. Doesn't matter, Dunmore lays it up. 32-21, just under 2 minutes to play in the first. Ballarat, a healthy lead at this stage. After a slow start, it must be said.
Do you feel like Knox just haven't grasped the opportunities presented to them?
Pete, my apologies, Dylan Hare, that was a really pretty move.
It took a lot of work to make that happen, you know, like the points seem to be coming a lot freer to Ballarat than they are to Knox.
Yeah, it was, you know, threes and fast breaks. You know,
yeah. It's a pretty simple game plan.
Zoglu, yeah, that was purely an attempt to draw a foul there from Poz.
Yeah.
Oh, the catch lost the handle. That is, as they say in tennis, an unforced error.
Correct. That's, yeah, that hurts. You know, down 9, you have a chance to sort of bring it back to a reasonable sort of deficit. And then just a simple turnover with no defense within half the court.
So a few changes here. Amos Brooks into his first minutes, and Ned Renfrey back for Ballarat. Dangakuth checking in for Peatling for Knox. 1:08 to play. Shot clock. Well, it doesn't matter since Pozzoglu launches it and hits it. That jump shot that deserted him last year, it's not even in the early stages of the season, the first few weeks, but the last probably 3 weeks. Yep. Pozzoglu's been white hot from 3.
Yeah, he got a nice screen from Amos Brooks as well, and yeah, he just rose up, had a bit of room, and let it fly. Shooting with confidence.
He's shooting over 40% on the year now. That was coming into this game, and he's already hit a couple. So 44 seconds on the dot to play in the first period here at the Brick House in Ballarat. On the pink round for NBL 1.
And Ballarat looking to extend on this 12-point lead they've built here.
Renfrey, Rudolph over Akuth. Another 3 for Ty Rudolph. That's 3 threes for Ty Rudolph.
Pushes the lead out to 15. All of a sudden, Knox have dug themselves a massive hole.
This is the best defense in the league, and they've given up 38 in a quarter.
We're on track for a big one.
And look, fair enough, Ballarat have been like lights out from beyond the arc, but still.
Yeah, you don't see them shooting this sort of percentage for the rest of the game.
They've hit 8 threes so far. Oh, that's unlucky. Brooks played that pretty well. Tranter earns the call. It's only the second team foul on Ballarat, so no danger of sending Bo Tranter to the strike. 4.9 seconds left in the period. That's good hands from Rudolph.
Yeah, a bit of a case of death by 1,000 cuts here for Knox at the moment. Yeah. Down to
the offense isn't
on the clock.
Yeah. It's not looking fluid at all, is it?
Yeah, Ballarat aren't playing exceptional defense. They're just playing straight up D.
Dangakuth can't hit.
Wow.
Oh, climb by Rapp, and he couldn't tip it in either. And that, after leading 11 to 5, Ballarat went on a 33 to 12 run to close that period and hang 38 on the best defence in NBL 1 South. 38 to 23 after one, a 15-point margin. Not what either of us expected from an undermanned Ballarat lineup.
No, and I think we sort of said at the top of the broadcast that Ty Rudolph and Nick Pozzoglu, a couple of the veterans, were going to have to do some work, and
and Thosby as well.
Yeah. And those are the guys that have really performed. So
Rudolph with 12 points so far, 3 of 3 from deep. Pozzoglu, 11 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, 3 of 3 from deep.
Yep.
He's on for like an Andre Kirilenko-esque line at the moment, except with added shooting, because AK wasn't exactly a gun from deep.
Exactly.
Thosby's only got the 4. I'm sure he's got more than 4 points. He's hit a 3 and he's hit a couple of layups. I think there's been an error on our little stats interface here.
Yep.
But I have a feeling it might have been Pozzoglu's 3rd 3. Should be a Thosby 3 between you and I, Faz.
Yep.
And at the other end, Bailey Nunn, as you mentioned, Faz started really well. 8 points, 3 of 6 from the floor. But Jacob Foy as well had a really good start. Hit all 3 of his first 3 shots.
Yeah,
nice jumper and a couple of good layups. But from there, there's not a whole lot to write home about. Ketch has a basket. Stewart has a basket. Dylan Hare with that lovely twisting layup, and Austin Rapp with the 3 off the pick. But it's been slim pickings outside of that first few minutes for the Raiders.
Yeah, exactly right. They're getting good looks, again, like, a bit like in the women's game. They're getting good looks, but, they're just not capitalising on it. And, some silly turnovers. They turn one over in the backcourt where there was no one around. Supplementary passes into a coach that were just horrible passes. Yeah, and that's like any team in the NBL 1's going to burn you if you throw the ball away like that. So Ballarat have been the beneficiaries of it. Let's see if they can continue on in the second quarter.
Yeah, this is going to be the intriguing thing. The next 3 or 4 minutes will be telling whether Knox can find another level, whether Ballarat can not necessarily maintain the level they had. I mean, the level they had was going to be pretty hard to maintain.
Yeah.
68% from the floor, 62% from deep, but whether they can stay close to that, whether they can maintain the rage a little.
Yeah, exactly. And, and get those shots that produce that really high percentage, which is, those open looks and fast break points.
Pozzoglu back to Renfrey, catch and shoot 3 over Nunn, and that's sweet from Ned Renfrey.
Yeah, not only is he a freak athlete and has some crazy vertical, he can shoot the ball.
Oh, I've had to game plan against him at juniors, and it was like...
There is no plan.
No.
Come on, Jared. There's no plan.
I'm pretty sure his side won by about 40.
Yeah.
And that was, I think Ned scored the margin.
Yeah, at junior level, he's just...
it was stupid, yeah. It was just ridiculous. Now, Rudolph Akuth guarding him far closer than he was. Oh, Ty Rudolph, that's hustle. Oh, that is hustle. Excellent play from Ty Rudolph.
Knox just had no interest in getting a body on him or getting the board. They just thought the ball would get land in their lap.
I think Akuth thought, okay, well, he's here, he's not going to go past me. I'll just box him out here, and all of a sudden, his man's in front of him. That's a good, strong drive from Ben Akuth to answer, though. That foul looks like it's on Ty Rudolph.
And you feel like
it's called on Zach Dunmore, my apologies.
You feel like this is the advantage that Knox have. They've got that extra length. They've got, a genuine nearly 7-footer. That's where they've got to go in their offense.
Yeah, this is... we did say at the start if there was a side that could afford to lose their offensive driver, it's this Knox side and their vice-like defence. But so far, defensively they've been cut up, and they really are missing the suspended KJ Fegan, who we can see sitting over in the stands on the left of screen. As Renfrey pulls up, drains the 2. Fegan's such an offensive force for this Knox side, not just a scorer, but a guy who can create for others as well.
Yeah, and that seems to be what they're lacking. I mean, Bailey Nunn's trying to pick up the scoring a little bit, but lacking that creation off the dribble.
Foy scores. The score is wiped off, though. The officials decide no continuation. I think that's on Dunmore again. That'll be his second. It is. And it'll be Dunmore checking out. As you mentioned, Faz Ballarat running with a roster of 8 tonight. Foul trouble is the last thing they can afford.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, you know, it's hard enough running with a roster of 8 for the night. Yeah. You get some people in foul trouble, then you're really looking a bit desperate.
Good screen. Oh, lovely runner. Lovely touch from Bailey Nunn. Well, he's up to 8 points now, Nunn.
Yeah, he's been really
10 points, my apologies.
Yeah, 10 points now, hit double figures.
Rudolph, too big, too strong for Nunn. Tried to sell the push-off. Veteran play from the 18-year-old, but it wasn't there.
Yeah,
Jason Kelly not falling for that.
Yeah, he's been around long enough to know that wasn't a foul. So that's a really good heads-up play by Ballarat. Find the mismatch in the post and exploit it.
Catch, shoot 3, that's down.
And I hate to state the obvious, Jared, but they needed that to cut the margin to 15.
Renfrey, that one does count. Great move from Renfrey, athletic move from Renfrey. He's come to play, the young man, tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's attacks the rim really well. Like we mentioned he's not huge, like he's about 6 foot, but really attacks the basket aggressively.
And he's only 17. Imagine he gets a little growth spurt, gets to 6'3".
Yeah, exactly. And look, his parents are fairly tall, so he's
it's within the realms of possibility.
Yeah, his father's about 6'2", 6'3", so you expect that he hit that. So
if he's on the drive, that's good news for the Miners. Stewart bodies Lingard, gets the roll.
That's a good old-fashioned low post move, isn't it? Yeah, get that double bump and create some space with a nice little easy fadeaway.
Renfrey looks to snake off the pick. Rudolph for his 4th 3. It's long. Catch, good rebounds.
Can't hate on him for putting that shot up, Jared, after the way he's been shooting in that first quarter. So go back to the well.
Yep, same spot, same 2 players. Dangakuth. It's long, falls into Rudolph's hands. Sends Thoseby the other way. Rudolph, Kazoglu. Oh, it looks backdoor for Renfrey. It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's kind of was a young
good
fella
idea.
in the right spot, wasn't he?
Yeah, Renfrey was just a quarter of a second slow on that, but good vision from Kazoglu. 16-point lead, 6.5 to play in the second.
Ballarat have already posted 50 points with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Against a team that only gives up 73.
Yeah, they really have to clamp it. They're going to have to clamp the defense on in the next 26 minutes to sort of get that to average. But, Bailey Nunn's doing his work on the offensive end as well. What's he got, 13 points now?
That's the alternative, isn't it? Let Bailey Nunn shoot you back into the game.
Wow.
3 of 6 from deep so far.
Yeah, he's been shooting ball well, but look, I think Knox look like a better team when they get the ball into the low post and work off that.
Yeah. Well, look, as much as Dangakuth, Mason Peatling, they're not exactly Kevin McHale level low post technicians, but they're big, they're strong, and they know how to finish. This is.
Yep.
They need the defense needs to respect them.
Yes.
Needs to if not throw a second player at them, at least stay home a little bit. You can't you can't just sort of hug the shooters and say, well, we're going to let Ty Rudolph or Jordan Lingard or Amos Brooks go, just naked one-on-one here.
Yeah.
We have to be in a position to provide help if we need it.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. That can, if not necessarily open up shots, at least just freeze the Ballarat defense a little bit as they focus inwards rather than looking outwards.
Yeah, exactly right. And look, it doesn't really appear like Knox are making Ballarat work too hard on defense either, So they're running out, getting that free running game going, transition basket, getting out of fast break, getting open looks. They're not expending a lot of energy. You mentioned it before, ad nauseum, but Ballarat have only got 8 players tonight. You want to run them ragged.
Yeah.
You want to be physical with them. You want to make them actually work really hard, really early, and make the most of that later on in the game.
Well, and cue a little bit of Oh, good hands for you. A little bit of extended pressure there. Eventually creates a turnover. It's good deep position for Stewart, but Kazoglu, a much harder man to push through than Jordan Lingard.
Yep.
Nonetheless, still draws the foul out of, that's number 23. He wasn't happy about it, but it was definitely there.
Yeah, just dragged the hand down, didn't he? Couldn't resist the urge to take a swipe at the ball.
Let's get loud. Let's hear those voices. Let's hear those feet.
It was interesting to watch Stewart, though, try the same little shoulder bump that he's managed to just edge Jordan Lingard back with, and Pos didn't even move.
Yeah.
It was like he'd been hit with a paper plane.
Yeah, he's a solid individual.
Oh, he's huge through the chest, that man.
Yep. And another good foul.
Even louder.
13-point lead here with one free throw to come. For DJ Stewart. Drops it. Amos Brooks checks in for Jordan Lingard for Ballarat. And a catch takes a seat, and it's a Ballarat return for 37-year-old Leon Henry, formerly of this parish back in 2016, 17.
Yeah, it seems like a lifetime ago now, but yeah.
He was a veteran then, too.
Yeah.
There's hope for the rest of us, Faz.
Still looks in pretty good nick, though.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Good turn, Rudolph. Oh, he misses the bunny. Did all the hard work. And Stewart with the rebound. He'd want that one back, the American.
Yeah, they're really respecting Bailey Nunn out the front now.
It's good defence from Ty Rudolph. He doesn't get a limb on that. And Akuth strolling in for an easy dunk. 12-point game. Ballarat just keeping Knox at arm's length. They've certainly been far better at both ends this quarter, Knox, but can't quite make inroads.
Yeah, they, like I said, dug themselves into a big hole and going to be a long way back from that.
Well, Henry, that barely caught iron. Fosby chases it down, Renfrew the other way. That's good defence for you. Rudolph spins Henry, beats the double from Akuth. And that should be on Leon Henry, it is. Ty Rudolph, he'll head to the line. He's already got 16 points. We spoke about Alicia Folling potentially getting the 40-piece in the women's game. And Ty Rudolph. Look, when you've got Jack Davidson out there, you've got Pizzoglu, you've got Fosby hitting 5 threes a night. Ty Rudolph, he does a lot of hard work for this team as an undersized 5. He's only 6'6".
Yeah.
He's a small for a 4, let alone a 5.
Yeah, exactly.
He does a lot of the dirty work for this team and can sometimes, I won't say be ignored on offense, but he becomes a bit of a secondary, even tertiary option. This is a chance, you mentioned it at the start, but this is a chance for him to be, all caps, the man tonight.
Yeah.
So far, he's lived up to it.
He certainly has. I mean, he is the number one option on offense.
You just see Ballarat step into that 1-3-1 that they've been bringing out more often lately. It works well there. Zoglu looking for an option, drives through, draws the foul. Is that on Nunn or Akuth? Could raffle that one.
Just catching the Knox players out of position.
That one is on Bailey Nunn. Second foul for him. So Pizzoglu to the line.
I think they called that one on Akuth. So
really, I'm sure he. I'm sure I only saw
his first foul go up on the board. But just caught the players out of position. So
we are seeing Ballarat's speed come into play. They're a much smaller side. I mean, look at Leon Henry out there. He's bigger than every Ballarat player on the floor, and he's 3 inches shorter than Akuth.
Yeah, exactly. There's
even on the wings, Maduda Ketch is, he's a starting 2 guard. He's 6'7".
Yeah, apart from the point guard position, they're outsized everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. But as we often see, that trade-off of size is speed. Ballarat in that 1-3-1 again. It's just struggling to solve this defense. That's a better pass from Henry, but Rudolph does well. Stewart stays with it. That'll be on Ty Rudolph.
Yeah, Knox just looked all at sea there for a long part of that offense.
It took a good pass from Henry. It was a nice cut, admittedly, too, from Stewart, but it took a lovely little shovel pass off the dribble from veteran Leon Henry to finally break the first line of that 1-3-1.
Yeah. McDonald's free cheeseburgers tonight, but let's make some noise.
So Stewart to the line. 87.5% on the season so far.
He'll make short work of these, Jared.
Yeah, this will test the strength of the hashtag FazCurse. No problem with the first, though. Nor the second. 13-point game. Tick over 4 minutes to play. Two young point guards, Renfrey and Nunn, going at it. Renfrey gets past, lays it in for two. Ned Renfrey, big play. He missed the first, 5-6 games of the season with a concussion, Ned Renfrey, but he was just sort of eased into the action a little bit by Luke Sunderland. He's been forced into the spotlight with Jack Davidson's concussion.
Yep.
But aside from last week in his first start against Frankston, where he had a good line, but a fair bit of that was late in the game when the game was effectively done, if not, it certainly wasn't a blowout, but it wasn't a tight game. Lachlan Barker did a bit of a number on Renfrey early, but he looked so much better for that experience.
Yeah, look, you never want injuries in or, people out of the game, but it gives us a great opportunity to see two young point guards go head-to-head. I'm really intrigued to see how this one plays out.
Oh, good work, Dunmore. Stewart did well. Dunmore again. Stewart stays with it. Good persistence from the big man. A great defense in the minors as well. Done. Active hands.
Yeah, Stewart's just willed himself to get back onto the play the last two times down the court, hasn't he? Just put into that secondary effort to make the basket.
Here's Renfrey, shot clock at 16. Goes hard, hangs in the air against Dylan Hare. That's a gorgeous play from Renfrey.
He just seems to float at times, doesn't he?
Oh, that was just, they both went up together and Hare just came down first. Oh, Pizzoglu, here we go. Easy, glides into the two-handed jam.
And
chance for a windmill there, Poz. You let us down.
This is starting to get ugly early for Knox.
18-point margin.
Yeah.
Not what we expected. Here's Peatling.
The more concerning part is the 60 points the Miners have already put up.
Yeah, I'm astonished at that. Oh, Poz flew at Austin Rapp. Can't make him pay. Renfrey the other way. And again, they don't get down so quickly. 5 on 3 there. Pizzoglu can't hit. Rudolph, good box out, Mason Peatling. Stewart, he wants the foul, but not coming. Renfrey can't corral the ball. Falls to Austin Rapp, easy too.
Really seems like Knox are trying to play at the game, the pace of game.
Yeah, they've been sucked into it, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right there.
It's surprising for him,
And Renfrey over the top of Rapp. He's starting to feel it now, the young man.
He's quickly got himself a cheeky 17 points there, Renfrey.
That's come out of nowhere. I mean, you can tell he's scored. Oh, there's a... Ooh. Renfrey didn't have position, but there was a push-off there from Nunn as well. That's one of those ones you could see going either way.
When you're out of position like that, it's pretty difficult to make a case.
Yeah.
So,
look, Jason Kelly is an official. He doesn't mind making a statement on the game. He's a very authoritative type of personality, and that's the sort of one you could see him making just to say, hey, no one do that ever again.
Yeah.
Timeout called by Matt Nunn. His side trailing by 18 points.
This is, I'm really shocked. I thought Knox would put up something better than this, but to be honest, they've been, a little bit ordinary here early. I mean, look, their offense isn't that bad. I mean, they put up 44 points 2 minutes to go in the second, but to give up 62 points to an undermanned Ballarat team.
To a side missing its chief playmaker, its chief scorer, and a really handy wing secondary option off the bench.
And a 17-year-old kid running the point.
Yeah. his second career start.
If you put it like that, this is quite honestly horrible by Knox at the moment, and they've got to correct it now.
Yeah. No, if Knox, there's a minute 59 to play in this last 2 minutes. If Knox can pull this back to, in a miracle they might pull it back to 10, but if they can pull it back to 15.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple of free throws here to pull this back to 16 now. They can pull this back to 15 or 14.
Yep.
They're going to sit there and go, okay, we are just about at touching distance here.
Yeah.
But if it's closer to 20 than it is to 10, then Ballarat are going to go in feeling, going feeling really good about themselves anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a different mindset when you say 17 as opposed to 13. It just feels different.
Yeah, exactly right. And especially giving young team confidence is really dangerous for Knox. So made them both there and cut the margin to 16 with a minute 55 to play.
And interesting now, they're pretty much face guarding Renfrey.
Yeah.
So a 17-year-old getting a lot of respect from Matt Nunn and his staff. Good work from Dunmore. Travel there on Rudolph. He knew it too.
Yeah, just a little shuffle of the feet, but I think he was flicking his lips at the option of getting to the bucket again, because he had him beaten all hands up.
Oh, he did. Absolutely. So 1:35 to play. Nunn with a chance to cut into the 16-point lead for Knox. His hair, good drive. Dunmore, whoa! Slapped it off the glass. Dunmore, that's huge. Renfrey at the other end. Stewart, that's going to count.
I think it might.
That's going to count. That's been called.
Knox will say that was the same at both ends, but it was not.
I got to admit, I mean, Dunmore's did look clean. Stewart's, to my naked eye, did look clean as well. But I mean, both of them were ones where you'd love to see a replay.
Yeah, exactly right.
Two huge blocks at either end.
Yeah.
Dunmore's saved a certain two. Stewart's, unfortunate for him, it's only going to give Ned Renfrey a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, the young fella's about to drop his 20th point for the first half.
In and out. There's the curse. The curse is back.
In there. Sorry, Ned. My bad.
Faz curse lives.
He's still got a minute to go. But, yeah.
Stewart, pretty dry. There's a foul on Lingard. No, clearly we were... it was interesting with that last offensive possession, or I guess from Knox's point of view, the defensive possession, that Peatling came and face guarded off the inbounds, and then Nunn just did not let Renfrey have a sniff. Still got the basket anyway, as it turns out, but they're really making Renfrey work for this. They've clearly taken a look into what Ned Renfrey can do. And
well, it couldn't be any sort of great surprise. I mean, he's been playing the country, Vic, all the way through.
He's represented Australia at juniors, hasn't he? Yeah. Oh, there's a travel.
Yeah.
That's good D from Dylan here.
There's a little bit of pressure up the court and cause that easy turnover.
And just caught Fosby by surprise there. Good little shock tactic from Dylan here.
I mean, they've cut it, margins down to 16. They've got an opportunity to cut it to 14 or 13. And, still a minute to go and a half.
Peatling, little show, rolling hook shot from Mason Peatling. Great follow. Austin Rapp.
Yeah, I don't see enough rolling hook shots anymore, Jared.
Oh, look at that. That's too easy.
Yeah.
Dunmore, Rudolph, wide open.
How do you get a fast break off a made basket like that?
Yeah,
like an open fast break.
I'm not sure. And that's a player running baseline to baseline. That's again great hustle from Rudolph. Excellent shot. DJ Stewart Jr.
The smart play is Stewart drove to the basket. He's cleared out a bit of space using the ball. Just strong move, and made that pretty basket. He's been really good this half. He
has.
Like without Stewart, I mean, it'd be in dire straits.
Yeah. Well, he's got 13 points. It's pretty much he and Bailey Nunn are pretty much the offense. And they've got 28. They've got more than 50% of the points.
Yeah.
For Knox, who, as you mentioned, their offense is fine. They've got 52 points late in the first half. This is a side that puts up 82 points. So that's 16th in NBL 1.
Yeah.
But you also mentioned it before, Faz, and it's a really pertinent point that it feels like Knox have been suckered into playing Ballarat style. Ballarat are a wide open spread offense, get the ball up and down, go north-south type of team, whereas Knox are big and strong and large and long limbs, and they want to slow the game down, walk it up, and make you walk it up with them. And so far, there's an old phrase, styles make fights, and so far, it's Ballarat style that's winning the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at the score at the moment, you've got 66-52, and Knox are on track for about a 105.
Yeah.
Which, will win you most games in
If
NBL.
you score 105 points a game, you can expect to win like 80% of your games.
The problem is Ballarat's on track for about 135. So,
which is like a good score for double OT.
Exactly. And look, if Ned Renfrew keeps going the way he's going, he's looking at a 40-piece. So, yeah. Look, I really think it will tighten up in the second half.
It has to for Knox's sake.
Well, yeah.
Stewart completes the three-point play. So it is back to 13, This is what we're talking about. If they can get it under 15, they'll feel like they're a chance of pulling this one back.
Exactly, yeah.
Crosby, Peedling just stays tall. That's a really good up fake from Ty Rudolph. Got a catch in the air. Stewart had to try and do something, and it's been called a push. Could have been called about 4 different fouls, I reckon, that one.
Yeah, I think he got 2 Knox players in the air with that head fake, and as soon as you leave the floor in that situation, you're cooked.
Yeah, you're hoping for a teammate to pull a miracle defensive effort out there, and God bless him, Stewart tried it, but took pretty much the entire left side of Ty Rudolph with him.
He took the entire left side, but I think he'll be all right.
Boom and indeed tish. That's Mark Farrell, folks. He's here all week to try the steak. That was appalling, folks.
I've been sitting on that one for weeks.
My God.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about basketball, please.
Yeah, let's stick
After
to that.
Let's divert attention.
We've got 15 seconds left. Knox looking to put a final touch on a little bit of a mini comeback here.
He's got the size mismatch there on Thosby, but good hands. Rudolph could have picked it up. Decided to let it run. It was the wise decision in the end.
It's one of those situations where, Knox had the chance to cut this lead to 12 or, 13. And now Miners are going to have one last crack at this and try to push it back out a little bit.
Good hands there from Stewart. Here's Dunmore. Clock at 3. Sue loses it. The catch does well. Transfer on the floor, and that will do it for the first half. Here, I almost said the Minerdome. That's Selkirk Stadium. A little bit of a throwback to Leon Henry in the house. So 68-53, Ballarat have taken a substantial lead here over frankly an all at sea Knox Raiders.
Yeah, it's been crazy high scoring, and you look down the list and the shooting percentages are through the roof. So, and we expected a bit of a defensive tussle, and you said at the outset, Jared, that Knox are one of the better defensive teams in NBL 1,
if not the best.
And tonight, it just seems like they're playing Ballarat basketball, and they want to just push the ball up the floor every chance they get cop them in transition, and Knox are playing into their hands, which seems crazy from a bit of more of a veteran team compared to an 8-man junior squad for Ballarat.
And a side that is missing its point guard and offensive driver in KJ Fegan as well. Like this, I'm really shocked at how this game has evolved, to be frank. But we'll quickly run through some of the statistical stuff here. Ty Rudolph, 22, he's on for a 40-piece here, but Ned Renfrew, 19 spectacular points, to be frank.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Ned Renfrew's had 19 points and on 7 of 7 from 2-point range.
That's
He's shooting 100% from the field.
Yeah, 8 of 8 from the floor. That's... Ned, retire now, mate. This isn't going to get any better for you.
For a kid that you said was quite nervous coming into the game or from last week, he's shaking off those nerves really quickly.
Forget that.
Yeah.
So, from the other side of things here, we look at the Knox box score. TJ Stewart with 16 and Bailey Nunn a really good 15 points, but I'll tell you what, I think we need to take a breath, Faz. We'll come back in 5 minutes' time for the second half of Ballarat versus Knox.
Perfect.
I'll have a strong, smooth, creamy latte.
Be your own barista at Coles Express. Award-winning Coles Urban Coffee Culture from just $1.
Express yourself.
At Coles Express.
Fasten up your seatbelts, do a double take. Don't need to be a millionaire to roll this kind of way. Yeah, I got the recipe to do it every day. Straight to the top, and that's where we gon' stay. Yeah. Step it up again. Yeah, we do it every day. Step it up, step it up.
Take it to the next level.
Step it up again.
Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. Elevate your adventure.
Suffer from muscle or mild joint pain? Try Zia Pain Relief Cream from Zia, an anti-inflammatory cream providing temporary pain relief using natural active ingredients. Experience the Zia difference at zia.com.au.
At 6'1", I was never going to beat them at the ring, but I could learn to run rings around them. My dream started on the backyard court battling my brothers. Where will your dream start? Determination, the right training and a superior surface to practice on. You're on your way. Customised to fit any space or budget, superior bounce quality and the official court partner of the NBL. You know the quality is assured. Elevate your game with Dream Courts.
Breast Cancer Network Australia is the largest consumer group for Australia, and we are here to make sure we can be the voice, we can connect and provide information and support for all Australians affected by breast cancer. We influence the healthcare system by working with the health professionals, with government, and making sure that we're at the table every time a decision is made about breast cancer.
The pink lady is a really important symbol. She's me, she's other women affected by breast cancer, she's everyone.
The thing that makes BCNA special is the fact that we care about the individuals, we care about their families, we link them together, we help them get on with their lives.
To have knowledge of someone that's going to care, someone's going to be in contact with you, this is what we can do for you. It takes so much pressure off your illness.
Having that network there with all the relevant information and people that I could branch out to and talk to was really, really helpful at a time of need.
BCNA provides so many services.
Welcome back to Selkirk Stadium in Ballarat, the Brick House, where we have had a spectacular half of basketball here in the pink round for NBL 1. Knox Raiders, probably the favourites, given the Ballarat Miners have been undermanned. They've scored 53 points. You scored 53 points in a half of basketball, you're feeling good about yourself, Mark Farrell, but Ballarat, 68 points in 20 minutes.
Yeah, you feel a hell of a lot better about that, don't you?
Just a little. Just a little.
I don't see the scoring continuing the way it is. I think that both teams' defence will clamp down a little bit, and
just the law of averages says it can't continue. Surely, I mean, Ballarat is still shooting at half-time 68% from the floor and 67% from three.
Yeah,
the 72% from the stripe is almost a letdown.
Yeah, they're almost shooting as well from the three-point line as they are from the free throw line, which is insane. So
it's nuts. That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't see that continuing. I think you'll see the scoring dry up a little bit, and we'll have a bit more of a tighter contest. A little bit more defensively minded. I think that would have been the conversation in both locker rooms at halftime.
Look, for Knox's part, their shooting splits 49, 41, 92. That's not shabby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like we said, Knox are okay.
Yeah.
It's just they've allowed Ballarat to really have their way with them on offense.
They've been great on offense, but, if not the best defense, certainly one of the best in NBL 1 has just been cooked. Thosby, I thought he was going to pull up from a hard run there to shoot the three. Dunmore turns the corner on Foy, kicks to Rudolph, over Rakuth, in and out. But that's been part of the secret. Ty Rudolph has been stretching Dangakrus right out. That was a high elbow on that. And Thosby picks up the foul there on DJ Stewart.
Well, Ballarat had a good-looking offense down there, just didn't finish it off. But, that dribble penetration, kicking on to the next man and unselfish play and moving the ball, looked really good. Again, though, Knox's offense looks a bit busted sometimes when they get in the half-court set.
And look, it really has been some good shooting from young point guard Bailey Hunt stepping in for the start with KJ Fegan suspended. But a lot of it has come down to this man at the line here, DJ Stewart Jr. He's been very, very good.
Yeah, he's really had to shoulder a load, hasn't he? Especially inside.
So here's Dunmore. Rudolph, he was there for an age asking for that ball, begging for that ball.
Yeah, Zach Dunmore just couldn't get an angle on it early enough.
Looks like they're in a... Oh, Daniel Cruz was holding Adam Thosby's uniform there.
And the ref's having a word, too.
Yeah, Jason Kelly just letting him know who's boss.
Yeah, setting everybody straight about what can and can't be done in a low block.
Not on my court, sunshine. Shot clock at 12. Here's none. Really good first half from him. Renfrey stays with him. Gorgeous touch.
Yeah,
none.
Looking at the future of the NBL 1 here with these two kids going at it. Bailey none.
18. I mean, are we looking at something above NBL 1?
Yeah.
These two have been cooking today, Renfrey and Nunn.
Well, when I say the future of NBL 1, I mean next week. These kids have arrived.
Rudolph, little hang on, Akuth can't hit the baby hook, and Akuth with the board. The lead is 12.
Yeah, this
good pass. Good pass from Nunn to Stewart.
We've got a 10-point lead to Ballarat, and this game was looking like it's getting ugly early. They pushed it out to nearly a 20-point lead at one stage, and Knox has just stuck with it.
It's been a really good start from Knox this half too, at both ends of the floor, to be frank. Renfrey dribbles into all sorts of trouble there. Kicks it out, Thosby. Oh, and then Renfrey almost got in Thosby's way there. Oh, credit to Adam Thosby for getting up a makeable shot.
Yeah, he did well.
He had Knox all over him, then he had Renfrey playing defence on him.
Playing 1-on-6. But Knox have really cranked up the defence now, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. Nunn, that's really good body work, Bailey Nunn.
Yeah.
And no surprise here, Luke Sunderland immediately wants time.
If he wasn't such a nice man, I think Luke Sunderland would be dropping a few expletives over there in that timeout. He would be furious.
I can guarantee he is a nice man, but he will be dropping some expletives in that huddle. If there's kids over in that first and second row, I don't think there are, looking over here, and they're going to learn some new words right now, Faz. Luke.
Yeah, we've got to blame him.
He doesn't mind giving his team a little bit of a rocket.
Yeah, so, you've done all the hard work in the first half, got yourself a really good lead, and then just, burped it up. And it's not just this quarter. It was late in the second quarter as well, where they had opportunities to really put their foot on Knox's throat and just let him off the hook.
Yeah, Knox they solidified late in that second quarter and they've burst out of the blocks here. A 7-zip run in the opening 2.5 minutes of the third to take a 15-point lead and cut it back to a very manageable 8.
Yeah, with a lot of time to go in this game. So, and it's all happened from their defense. At the top of the show, you were talking about Knox being one of the best defensive teams in the league, if not the best. And now they're starting to show that, really clamping Ballarat down.
They're starting to play their style too. They're slowing Ballarat north-south. And once you get, Knox want a team to play east-west basketball. They want a team to play sideline to sideline.
Yep.
So, Kazoglu to get Ballarat into their offense, guarded by a catch. And there we go, another turnover. The catch the other way, finds Stewart. Thosby thought about taking the charge, but he was way too deep for that. And it's another easy 2. Here goes Kazoglu trying to put some pace into the game for Ballarat.
Yeah, that's the answer for Ballarat. Increase the tempo of the game, push the ball up the floor.
Thosby straight away 3 short. Akuth just extends those long tentacles over the top to grab that rebound.
Knox with a chance to cut this down to 4 or even 3.
Oh, Nunn. Wow.
Who else?
That feathered through the hoop.
Hardly touched the bottom of the net.
That was pretty from Bailey Nunn. He's up to 21. Ooh.
Heavy contact there on that screen being set.
Yep.
Stewart just
bulldozed his way through.
Establishing a bit of dominance there, I feel.
Bit of alpha male behaviour.
Yes. And look, it's the only thing that's going to stop Dead Renfrey at the moment. He's been on fire the first half.
But I'll tell you, Ballarat needs something to get going. An 11 zip in this half for the Knox Raiders. Kazoglu can't get it with the slightly out of control left-hand drive. Stewart gets to the hoop, weighs it in, out in. And we have a 2-point ball game.
Stewart's at a sneaky 23 points now. Like between him and
None.
What have they got? They got 44 points out of the 66.
Oh, Renfrey, that, I tell you what, I think your catch just got robbed of a breakaway dunk. Renfrey sold that. He absolutely sold that.
Oh, look, the young blokes don't get calls given to them. There must have been plenty of contact there.
Well, Renfrey will check out and Jordan Lingard will check in.
Fortunately for Ballarat and unfortunately for Knox, there's no review system here, so we'll just stick with the call on the floor and move on.
Oh, great move. Ty Rudolph, unlucky. Wonderful footwork. Had Dengakuth tied in knots, which is not something you say often.
Because it's hard to say, or?
You're cooking tonight, Dunmore, yeah, he's too small. Too small. Akuth, wow, drops it in the hoop. And Akuth, a good free throw shooter traditionally.
This is a 15-0 run in this at the start of this third quarter. Miners haven't scored since half time.
It's probably going to be 16-0.
Yeah.
Ballarat have left their game in the locker room.
Ballarat, let's make it loud.
Looks like they've burped up a 15-point lead.
Oh, and the shot misses. That's a rare miss from Akuth. Good hustle from a catch.
It's almost as if the teams have swapped uniforms at half time. Like, at times, Ballarat in this quarter, I know it's only early, but they've had no structure in their half-court game, which is what we had a complaint of Knox in the first half.
That's a big shot. Rudolph, Kazoglu, 3.
Yeah.
I don't think you can overstate how much the Miners needed that.
Yeah. That stems a 15-0 run in this quarter.
That's good defense from Lingard and his former teammate Akuth, who was again holding the jersey. Wasn't picked up by the officials.
Dunmore tried to push the tempo there. He had no one running with him.
No, Ballarat they need to get out and run here. North-South basketball. Kazoglu rose. Dunmore almost took it off him in the end. Should have seen a highlight tip jam from Nick Kazoglu. Foy, yeah, he can shoot that. Oh, it's short. You can't give Jacob Foy open looks though. Kazoglu again.
Just from Ballarat. Push the tempo. Yep.
Now it's Dunmore over the top of Akuth. Corner three's good from Dunmore. Ballarat after... Oh, they took a good 5 minutes to realise they were back on the court, but some good possessions of late for the Miners.
It's almost as if they needed that little wake-up call of the game getting back to even.
Well done there.
Start playing again.
Well done there from Kazoglu. Dunmore pulls it back out. Kazoglu can step in, drives past Stewart. Rudolph underneath. 8-point run from Ballarat in response. Well, a couple of substitutions here. Stewart and the catch out. Dylan Hare back in, as is Mason Peatling. So Matt Nunn looking to change things up a little bit here for his Raiders.
Yeah, Ty Rudolph.
Stewart staying in the game.
No,
it'll be Jacob Foy.
Subbed out. Right, no, he's going to stay on. He's subbed out, staying on, subbed out, staying on. And now they've only got 4 players on the court. Confusion reigns supreme at Selkirk Stadium.
This feels like a little bit of bureaucracy gone mad.
I feel like some Benny Hill music being played over the top of this would be perfect right now.
It would be better than the song we've got over the piano right now. Oh, and that one's even worse. Sorry, old man shouting at modern music here.
Turn down that music.
We want Chili Willy. Here's Peeling against the smaller Dunmore.
Nice.
Yeah, good shot. Good shot.
But again, Knox finding that mismatch. That's the type of offense that they need to play. Get that half-court set, slow it down, find your mismatch, and then go to work. Dunmore take a break. He's been good.
He has been.
He's been one of the few shining lights for Ballarat in the start of this third quarter, and he's got up to a sneaky 12 points as well.
He's a good defensive plays too from Dunmore.
Absolutely, which you expect.
Yeah, I mean, it's as he's gotten further along in his NBL 1 career, he has become a much better defender.
Yeah, absolutely.
He came in known for his jump shooting, but he's rounded out well. Zoglu, speaking of jump shooting, it's short. A catch, perhaps a little push on Lingard there, but maybe thought he was trying to sell that one a touch too.
Well, yeah, look, he's fighting the good fight down there, well and truly undersized, but doing a good job, Jordan Lingard.
Speaking of undersized, Renfrey and a Couth.
Oh, yeah. You're not getting that call.
Oh, Zoglu blocked the tip from... Oh, we got a travel there on a catch.
Wow.
Zoglu saved 2 points for Ballarat, then a catch. Frankly, a Couth should have hit the layup, but the catch was...
I think that
short money to tip that in.
It all became too easy for a Couth after Ned Renfrey tried to sell that charge. He was fooling no one.
Oh, that's a bad pass from Lingard. 4 on 2 here. Yeah, the mid-range baseline, Jay short. That'll come off Rudolph. That'll be Knox basketball. 4 on 2, you'd hope not.
I wouldn't think so. You've got two guys trailing down the middle of the court.
Yeah. And look, it wasn't open Jay, but that's the minimum you should expect 4 on 2.
Yeah.
And looks like now we're going to see Stewart come in for a catch.
He spent 17 seconds on the bench, something like that.
I think those two have been in and out for each other 5 times in the last minute.
Yeah, it's like they're doing job share.
Defense.
And Stewart, Pozoglu on him. Good hands, Pozoglu. Such a tough man to get around. Yeah, goes past Peatling. There's a wake to it. Kicks the ball out of bounds.
Veteran move, that one, isn't it? Can't get the hands down to it. I was kicking out of bounds.
Any limb will do. A block is a block is a block.
Bit of an arm wrestle this game here at the moment.
Pozoglu,
done a LeBron James and ended up going through the VIP sector.
I thought he might have gotten a hit there, to be honest, but it's a good pass from Nunn to Stewart. Yeah, Stewart got hit on the head too, so potentially missed calls at either end. Swings and roundabouts.
Stewart's got himself to a game high 25 points here, and quite an impressive.
Oh, dang it, Couth. Well done, big man. Just about keeps it. Shoots the corner 3. No good. Lingard, strong rebound. Draws the foul out of Peatling. But you just look at the spread of scorers here. I mean, Ballarat have got 24 to Rudolph, 19 to Renfrey, 14 to Pozoglu, and 12 to Dunmore, but 25 to Stewart, 21 to Nunn. Next, you're looking at Austin Rapp, like rarely used bench big forward with 7
scorer. Yeah.
I'll speak of the devil. Rapp's about to check in.
Wow, he must have heard.
He's going to go for another 13 here and get himself into the 20s.
Coach Matthew Nunn's probably just listening to the broadcast and thought, oh, well, Jared mentioned his name, I better chuck him in.
I forgot about him. Renfrey, a little leaner as the shot clock expires, is short. Tell you what, we had some exciting basketball in the first half, but we've got a serious contest now.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I expected at the start of the game. A bit of tough slugfest, really.
There's good defense from Pozoglu and Lingard there. I think Lingard got the block, but it was good work from both Ballarat men. Renfrey, had the chance at the 3. Would have taken that in the first half, I think.
Yeah, he's got a bit of maturity there, kicking it on to the next player.
Fosby, that one in and out over a Couth. Stewart rises up. Good closeout from Tyler Rudolph. And Fosby corrals the board. Yeah, Dylan Hare tried to sell that one. Jason Kelly having none of it. And Fosby dribbles it off his knee.
Wow, this game has become really tight.
It's become ragged as well.
Yeah.
All of the quality maybe we used up all of the quality in the 40 minutes in the first 20. Well, this has become a bit of a rock fight.
There's probably a lack of defence being played in the first half, or a lack of quality defence in the first half.
True, yeah.
Now, the defence is really cranked up on both ends, and, we've got ourselves in a nice tight game.
Another catch and shoot three for him at short. Like Dylan Hare. Lovely little quick flip before Pozzoglu could jump. So smart play.
Seemed pretty easy, didn't it?
Yeah. Dunmore used to drive on Hare. Smart player.
15 seconds to go. Shot and game clock. Look almost.
Close enough to, isn't it?
Yeah.
A 1 point game. Ballarat with the lead. Pozzoglu, Rudolph rises up just 1 step inside the 3-point line. It's no good.
Got a pretty good look at it.
And we have a barn burner for the second time in a row here at Selkirk Stadium with 1 quarter left to play. The Ballarat Miners led by 15 at the half. Actually, never quite lost the lead, but didn't score before they lost. Before it came back to a tie, and they lead by 76-75 over the Knox Raiders in... my God, this has been an incredible game of basketball.
Yeah, that 15-0 run by Knox at the start of the third quarter was, that was the difference in the quarter. So, at the end of the quarter we got 22-8. So, Ballarat scored the 8 points.
And they scored that 8 points on the trot. We had a 15-point run by Knox, an 8-point Ballarat run, and then
8 points by Knox. Or 7 points. So, this game's anybody's game now. From Knight's edge. I might stick with my original tip now, which I wouldn't have done at halftime, which is that Knox will probably run away with this. But, Ballarat have showed that they can score in bunches and did so in the first half. But, I think this game will come down to defence in the last quarter.
So we're about a minute away from getting back underway here at the Brick House. Ned Renfrey, 19 points at the half, 19 points at three-quarter time. He was one of the driving forces, that 8 for 8 half. Surely he wasn't going to keep up that pace. It's unfair to expect that, any player, let alone a 17-year-old in his second start to do that. But, he really did struggle in that third quarter. Knox ratcheted up the pressure, and it'll be interesting to see how Renfrey, who is coming out onto the court to start the fourth,
ladies and gentlemen,
how this highly rated youngster responds.
Our winners of the raffle, we have
on the other side, Wayne Stewart. He's been phenomenal. All night he's just been putting in a mad amount of work. 25 points, 9 rebounds. Bailey Nunn's been really impressive with 21 points as well. But as I said before, they're doing the lion's share of the scoring. So if you're Ballarat on the defensive end, you've only really got to stop 2 players. Easier said than done.
Well, that's the thing. I haven't been able to be stopped so far, so... Mosby looks for Rudolph. Oh, well done by Rapp. Rudolph would have liked that matchup, but Rapp did really well.
Yeah, he's actually
that's short. Dunmore had it lost it. Thosby cleans up. Now Pozzoglu.
They need to get through a couple of decent sets here, Ballarat. Just to settle at the start of this fourth quarter.
Oh, and well done by Dylan Hare again. Just a really clever basketballer, Dylan Hare. Oh, Peeling flew to throw that down. It's no good. A few fouls in there, but nothing called.
Paid the advantage there.
Thosby.
Yeah.
Smart body work from Thosby.
Yeah, once he got his shoulders past him, it was all over.
It'd be a bit disappointed that he blew the layup, to be honest. He did all the hard work there, Adam Thosby. He's still stuck on that 7 points that he had in the first quarter.
Yeah, he came out looking like he was an option to, really tear this game apart. But he's probably done more work off the ball without getting the result on the scoreboard.
Yeah, look, he's the sort of guy, especially with that Davidson. He's the guy that you're going to respect the gravity of.
Yep.
But it'd be interesting to sort of, we get caught up in calling the game. I'd be interested to watch this back and just see how much attention Thosby has gotten away from the ball and whether that has opened up avenues for other Ballarat players.
Yeah.
Renfrey again going under the screens.
Yeah, he's there and Bailey Nunn to shoot it.
But Bailey Nunn is making him pay again and again. Like, surely there needs to be an adjustment from a minors perspective.
Yeah, I would have thought so. I mean, you know, I haven't seen Bailey Nunn play a lot, but from the short amount that I have seen, I know ducking under the screen is going to be a losing option.
Yeah, look, just on this game alone, even if this is a massive outlier, you have to adjust to a hot hand. Again, Renfrey's going under.
Oh, Bailey Nunn had an opportunity to rise up and shoot that
So
again.
did Rapp. Yeah, that's a foul on Pazoglu.
Yeah.
77 apiece.
Knox are really grinding out this half-court game now, aren't they? Like, Knox are just slowing the game down, working the ball around, getting it through the centre hands and that and making sure that they're getting really good looks.
So Peatling at the line. NBL player for Melbourne United.
Even louder, Ballarat.
Knocks it down and
taking the lead.
This is the first lead that Knox have had since the opening quarter.
Yep.
And early in the opening quarter.
I actually did first lead since like 11-4.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the high lead for Knox. And Ballarat, shot that down pretty quickly. Good hands there from Rapp.
Yeah, Rapp really just stayed off focused on that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't stick his hands in early, didn't give away a silly foul.
Now Renfrey looking like a 17-year-old point guard.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, he had that big second quarter and first half, but yeah, he's sort of starting to struggle a little bit here late in the game.
Knox at 2-point lead. You wouldn't have thought we would have said that at half-time or even halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah. With the floor wipers out on the floor, I'm surprised Jackson O'Brien's not out there. He's about the best in the business as far as floor wiping goes in the region.
It's quite the claim.
He'll love though, I gave him a shout out, I would have thought.
Well, you know, there's life goals, I suppose. Hey, I'm saying that as a former floor wiper for the Werribee Devils in the 80s.
There you go.
Yeah. Peatling, great cross-court pass to Unders. Does well to reel it in. Rapp finds where. Looks for the little outlet. Combination of Renfrey and Rudolph. See it out.
Only 5 left on the shot clock.
We might be getting an adjustment here, though.
Well, referee getting plenty of advice from both coaches here. Apparently both of them become experts on timing.
In fairness to Nunn, I think Matt Nunn's talking to his team more than anything, but I'm not quite sure what the adjustment is here.
Well, it looks like the game clock might have ran a bit longer than it should have.
Perhaps, yeah. It looks like what they're doing, they're running down that game clock. You'd think in the year of our Lord 2023, we wouldn't have to get it back to minute and then run it down second by second, would we?
Well, yeah, you would have thought you just type in the number and away she goes, but yeah, sometimes the traditional way of doing things is the best.
Well, maybe we won't time the game with a sundial.
While they're working out the time.
Makes the night games really difficult.
It does, doesn't it? They go on for a while.
7 and Orange B.
Feels like they're going forever.
All right, I think we've
enough sparkling repartee from us fast. Let's get on to some basketball.
Yeah, that's what everyone came here to see. Oh, the clock's still ticking down. What are we looking for? 8:01 or something.
So all of that for 1 second.
Yes, yeah, it stopped on 8:05 and now we had to work at 8:06.
Well,
it's a game of inches and
perfection is an aim. Good to be fastidious, I suppose. We're back underway at long last. Rapp, catch, shoot, it's short.
Good look at that.
Shoot, does well. Lays it in. He's been immense.
It's been a really workmanlike sort of performance. Like, there's been some flashes of brilliance.
Oh, that's twice.
Wow.
That was a missed cross court. That is twice that's happened.
Wow.
And the official was right there. Renfrey, good spin.
That showed really great lower body strength and maintain
balance.
control and balance. Yeah.
And not just Ballarat, but Ned Renfrey needed that basket. Again, he's going under. switching on that one.
It's got to be an instruction from
It must
Coach
be.
Sunderland.
It must be, yeah. Stewart misses one he should have made. Dunmore saves it. Rudolph, strong, aggressive play.
Game's getting a bit willing now.
Oh, pass from Renfrey to Dunmore. Excellent vision, Ned Renfrey.
Zach Dunmore. Hustle play down one end. Yep. Gets the ball, keeps the ball alive. Gets down the other end, hustles down the court, and gets rewarded as he should.
Stewart. Oh, Dunmore no, for a pass, I thought Dunmore might have gotten a piece of it. Oh, Zoglu and Renfrey. Yeah, Renfrey puts his hand up, he's acknowledged his error there.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if it was his or not. As a 17-year-old,
yeah.
you take the blame for that.
Yeah, when it's the club captain's turnover, you acknowledge you made the error and move on. It's still a big one. Ballarat the chance to tie.
That's a costly error, isn't it? Just
could
starting
prove
to
to
build
be.
a bit of momentum as well, and just give the ball away that easily.
Yep.
Defense.
Again, Ballarat run a little scram switch there. Good close from Lingard. Well and truly put off.
Wow.
TJ Stewart there.
Well, I think that's where you want him to shoot the ball from, though.
Yeah, true. Rudolph is looking for someone to come to him. Gets to Zoglu. The two 22s match up. Rudolph. Mason Peeling still can't find him.
Yeah, that's a great spin move. Just really good footwork.
He's there looking for a Couth, doesn't find him. None there. Renfrey closed him a little bit better that time. Speed advantage over Lingard, half here for the little guard. Draws the foul, can't drop the two, but he'll go to the line.
The thing that drives me insane about this, Dengan Couth gets the switch. So he sets the screen, gets the switch, gets Ned Renfrey on his back.
Yep. And I don't care how big Ned Renfrey's leap is, he's a foot shorter.
And Bailey Dunn doesn't even look to get the ball back to the
You
know, like, you've got the greatest mismatch of all time, almost a foot in difference in height. Yeah. And Bailey Dunn doesn't even look at him. Well, I guess they'll sort that out on the bus on the way back to Knox.
Even louder, Ballarat. Even louder.
You know what, if Knox win, I don't think it'll get mentioned.
More than likely not, yeah.
And right now that free throw does give Knox a 1-point lead. 6:04 to play. Ballarat break that extended pressure well. Mosby looking to find something. Finds Rudolph. Steps up. Oh, tough shot over the outstanded.
Seems like a pretty good option, Rudolph, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's up to 28 now.
Yeah.
Really quiet third quarter, but he started to find himself again, Ty Rudolph.
Well, he had a lot of company in the Ballarat team.
Well, that's a fair
quarter,
point.
but yeah, he's been there most likely.
Oh, it doesn't quite drop. Bailey Nunn. It's up to 24, Bailey Nunn. What a hell of a game. Now Jacob Foy checking in. After that hot start from Foy, 6 points in what felt like the first 3 or 4 minutes.
That's right.
Has not troubled the scorers since. And you know, he's a guy that, he's a swing player in these last few minutes. If he, absolutely sweet shooter, Jacob Foy. If he can get off.
Yeah. I feel like Dylan Hare's probably taken a fair bit of his time tonight. Dylan Hare's been really good.
He's been very good tonight.
Yeah. Like, he hasn't scored a lot of points. He's only got the 6 points, but he's done a lot of hard work. His dribble penetration into the key has set up a lot of points for.
He's been creative. He's played good D as well.
Yeah.
No, he's played good minutes tonight. I don't know whether we'll see him again, but he has played good minutes tonight for the Raiders. So, 1 point game, 85-86, Knox lead. Zoglu, Lingard, Fosby draws the foul. Sold it pretty well on Foy. Just held his turn just a quarter. Just let Foy run into him.
Yeah, it was like a garage sale. He's selling everything. It was, there was definitely contact there on the shot. Yeah. So 3 shots for Fosby, which you would expect he'd clean up all 3 of these.
He's shooting 100% on the season from the free throw line. And look, he's not
missed a free throw this season.
No, he generally only takes like about 1.5 a game. So it's not, an insane volume or anything.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I mean, Adam Fosby with his feet set is just an automatic shooter.
Yeah.
You see it from 3, you see it from mid-range. It's anytime he can just catch and shoot.
Yep.
There we are, 3 for 3.
Yeah. And that's a really costly foul, isn't it? I mean, he's shooting a tough three-point shot, and you're bailing
Late
out
shot clock
with a
as well.
foul.
Yeah.
Well, Bailey Nunn bailed him out, didn't he?
Yeah. And a tough move. DJ Stewart. He's up to 29. We have a tied ball game, 88 apiece.
I don't think anybody expected this to be a tight ball game late in the second quarter.
Well, Renfrey, I think Stewart got a piece of that.
He did.
That's a tough screen from Peatling. Renfrey did pretty well to avoid getting knocked out by it, to be honest. The lob for Akuth turns into an ugly three-point shot.
I don't know whether that one's going to count on the three-point attempts, but...
Oh, it's a bad pass from Bazoglu that everyone was covered. And Akuth misses.
Oh, wow.
Peatling can't lay it in. The ball's loose. I think that'll be off Tyler Rudolph, but nonetheless, good scramble from Ballarat's bigs.
Ballarat
Stop what should have been a short too. Absolutely. That is Neo in the Matrix style dodging a ball.
Why did Akuth just flush it?
Yeah. I don't want to go into my Bill Walton here, but throw it down, big fella.
Exactly.
Here's my Glockenspiel.
Well, he's like a foot from the rim. Just put it in.
Yep. You're the biggest man on the court. Be the biggest man on the court.
Yeah. Yep. 88 all. 4:14 to go. And 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
Directing traffic. Surely he's going to look for Stewart if he doesn't look for the shot himself again. Ballarat under the screen, not made to pay. Akuth lays it in, gets the contact from Rudolph. Dang Akuth. The chance to extend this lead to a precious 3 points.
The offense for Knox has just become pick and roll, option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, that is it. It's just a basic high pick and roll. And, well, seems to be effective. Got a 2-point lead here, 4 minutes to go with Deng Akuth to try and make it a 3-point lead.
A good free throw shooter, Akuth, as we mentioned. 86, 87% on the season. He has missed one of his attempts tonight. He's 2 for 3. But still, you'd expect him, just based on percentages alone, to drop this one.
Yeah, and then we've got a 3-point ball game, Ballarat with the ball, 4 minutes to go. And an unlikely position to be in after such a hot start.
And this, we have not had anything more than a 2-point lead since late in the third quarter. This has been a genuine blow-for-blow contest here.
Yep. And I think the biggest margin we had in the second quarter was 18 points to Ballarat.
Yeah.
It was looking like a blowout.
So Dunmore has checked back in for Ballarat. Jordan Lingard taking his seat.
These 5 will see us through to the end of the game, I would imagine.
Think so, yeah. No change for Knox. You mentioned, Faz, a few times that Ballarat, with all their injuries, running an 8-man rotation tonight. It has been a 7-man rotation. Jackson Talbot, coming off a hip complaint, hasn't played at all.
Yeah, I spoke to Jackson earlier today. He said he was good to go, but it's probably a little bit premature, and Coach Sunderland not willing to risk it.
Akuth misses another free throw. 2-point game, 88-90, under 4 minutes to play. Zoglu drives hard, just about gets the roll, ties it at 90.
See ourselves a ball game here, Jared.
We've had a couple of absolute belters today.
Yes, we have.
These have been proper advertisements for NBL 1, these 2 games.
Absolutely.
I'll chuck these on a show reel. None. Kicks it to Stewart. Bazoglu on him. Rudolph just sitting him, laying him weight there for that one.
Yeah, and like we said before, they've only got 2 avenues to the basket, so they can afford to double off on that, Ballarat.
Rudolph.
Nice. Even I looked at that play.
Yeah. Did everything but put the ball on the hole there, Ty Rudolph. He's a fairly emotionless guy on the floor. He just turns around, runs back, does his job.
Goes about his work, doesn't he?
Yeah. Foy, a shooter. He's out short, Kazoglu, and eventually pinballs around to Renfrey.
It's a war of attrition now, 90 points apiece. 2 minutes 44 to go.
This is Knox's style of basketball now. This is a rock fight.
Yeah.
Rudolph has to kick it out. Had a truth all over him. Rudolph rises. In and out from Ty Rudolph. Couple in a row.
And now Knox is the chance to take the ascendancy here.
Renfrey again going under that screen.
You're almost daring Bailey Nunn to shoot 3 ball.
Yep. Peatling over it was good defense from Thosby. There's surely a foul there.
Wow.
There's definitely a foul there, but again, it's that man, Wayne Stewart Jr. DJ getting it done.
He's been huge in this game.
Absolutely. 31, 13 boards, a couple of assists, a couple of steals.
Done a little bit of everything, shooting at 52% from the field. Wow, he's had himself a night out.
He's a good free throw shooter. He drops this. And that's that big 3-point lead that we spoke about before. 3 points is big in this.
That's like a huge lead. Yeah.
In the context of this game, 3 is a significant margin.
See what Ballarat can cook up here.
Little Thosby and a catch getting into it there. Little hold from a catch, a little thrown elbow from Adam Thosby.
Bit of meaning, bit of feeling in this game. 2 minutes to go. 3-point lead to Knox.
Renfrey
really stopped on a dime there, didn't he?
There was a call for a travel, and there might have been a point there. He may have dragged his back foot.
No way, Jared, he planted it.
Nonetheless, the result is Knox basketball, one way or the other. Stewart just got the smaller Dunmore in. Now they go to Akuth.
Likes that match.
Good pass. Dang it, Akuth.
That's great vision.
We used to see a bit of that back in the Brendan Joyce era here in Ballarat. Dengakuth catch from the high post or catch from or just have it at the top, and used to throw some gorgeous bounce passes. He's not a great back to the basket player, but he's a really underrated playmaker, Dengakuth.
Yeah, it's good vision, and made a really good pass. That's not an easy pass to make from the big fella either, and it was right on the button. And I hate to say it, but Ballarat's huge lead that they had has evaporated into thin air, and Knox have a 5-point lead with a minute and a half to go. Like, this has been a huge turnaround.
And all credit to Knox. I mean, this is they were out of this game at the half.
Yeah,
absolutely out of this game. And we mentioned it, that this is a team that were playing in a way that they're not comfortable with. They were playing Ballarat basketball, and Ballarat have been forced to play Knox basketball now, and the results are there for all to see.
Yeah, it's been a total reversal, hasn't it? The first half was played all in Ballarat's terms, and the second half been completely played on Knox's terms. And the scoring, you can see, like, Ballarat were on 68 at half time. And a huge first half. It looked like how much were they going to win by, and how much were they going to score. Now they've only had 22 in the second half.
22 against 42. Well, that's a monstrous turnaround.
Let's see what Ballarat can pull out here.
Whatever rabbit they're going to pull out of the hat, it needs to be quick, smart.
Yep.
Thosby directing rid of traffic, wants Rudolph to come up to the screen for Zoglu.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good. Yep. That was actually really good from Thosby calling Rudolph up. It took Dengakuth out of the paint. Opened it right up for Kazoglu. Whether that was drawn up or whether that was Thosby audibling, it was good play.
Yeah, and nice patient play without burning too much time off the clock either. So we've got a minute to go, 3 points down. Not panic stations just yet.
Yeah, Dengakuth on Dunmore.
Oh, that's a matchup. It's too fly.
That's all right. No, that's all right though. He's 2 feet outside the paint there.
Yeah,
They needed to work a little harder and push a little deeper there.
Before he out again.
Thosby.
Oh, just trying to force that a little bit.
He's looking for the call. He let the official know too.
Yeah.
So 34 seconds to play. The clock is the Raiders' friend here. The shot clock is at 13. It's now a 17-second difference between shot and game clock. And Stewart, why not? He's the man who's going to have the ball in his hands.
He used every second of that shot clock.
That's good defense from Rudolph. It does not matter. Big shot.
Stewart's been huge in this game.
He has won Knox this game.
Yeah.
Rudolph, picked by Peatling. He'll go the other way. Dunlord's not giving it up. Goes flying into the crowd, but I think it might just be academic now. 8 seconds left, 7-point difference. Yeah, smart foul from Peatling. Just let the Knox defense reset.
Yep, and it doesn't give them an opportunity to drain a three.
Yeah, just a smart, heady play from Peatling there.
Yep. They've still got a foul to give too, Knox. So, they can keep this ball on the sideline and put them back there again. And make sure of this game.
Renfrey has to launch. Doesn't quite get it. Peatling with the rebound. And Knox have come from the clouds here at Selco Stadium in Ballarat. 15 points down at the half, 18 points down at one stage. They've come away with a 7-point win here in Ballarat. 92-99. Undermanned or not, Ballarat will be absolutely livid with themselves for losing this.
That is a mad comeback. That was a game of two halves.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is the dictionary definition of it.
Halves. Yeah, look, Ballarat had 68 in the first half and failed to really get any sort of offense going and had 24 in the second half.
That's astonishing. Look, all credit to the Raiders. I mean, they were getting quite literally run off the court.
Yeah.
And they just came out in the second half. I don't know what Matt Nunn said to his players or what tactical tweaks they made other than play defense. Do our thing, play our game. And I tell you what, they damn well did it and did it well. They really taught the Miners a lesson in that second half.
Yeah, really ran over the top of them. The Ballarat team are just sort of assembling in the middle of the court there. And, wow, there's plenty to talk about after that game. Not too much of it's going to be too pleasant for the Ballarat team. But Knox, wow, they really showed you something, didn't they?
Oh, my. I'll tell you what. Look, we can't... Let's go through Ballarat first here. Tyler Rudolph, 28 points, 11 boards. 3 steals, a couple of blocks, 3 of 5 from deep. Played a really good game. Was perhaps just a little bit overmatched in his role as the primary offensive hub.
You couldn't ask any more from Tyler Rudolph. 28 points. Beautiful. We had a great game.
And having to play defense on a 6'11" dude as well.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Look, Ned Renfrey had a big second quarter. Had 19 at the half, ends the game at 21. It's a good learning experience for the young man, though. So
he'll be better for it. He's better than what he was against Frankston, and that's all that this team can hope for until he gets a starting backcourt
for a 17-year-old kid, that's great development. Zach Dunmore, I thought was good, really good in stages. Had 14 points. Nick Bazoglu, of course, is always going to give you what he's going to give you, 18 points and 13 rebounds, but
3 steals, 3 blocks as well.
I feel like the short bench really came to play in the end. I mean,
well, you look at the minutes. Jordan Lingard played 16 minutes. For the season, Geordie Lingard is averaging 8 minutes a game.
Yep.
He had to play double that.
Yep.
And Rudolph and Thosby didn't come off the floor. Amos Brooks played 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Exactly.
Jackson Talbot didn't get off the bench.
Yeah, so you basically play with 6 players. And, you've fallen to one of the best defensive teams in the league by 7 points. So
just wore it down.
If you frame it like that, it's not that bad. Yeah. If you frame it as you had an 18-point lead in the second quarter and blew it, it looks really bad.
From a Knox point of view, look, we'll bury the lead a little bit here, but Bailey Nunn, 26 points, 3 of 8 from 3, and just seemed to have a whole bunch of timely buckets. But I'll tell you, Wayne Stewart, like DJ Stewart, 34 points on 13 of 23 shooting.
Yep.
13 boards, 2 assists, a couple of steals, and 8 of 10 from the free throw line. He lived at the stripe.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Rebounds.
He was so good.
Chance points were off the chart. And, he basically, even though there was Denga Kuth, nearly a 7-footer of the team, he was the sole big man, Wayne.
Yeah,
Wayne Stewart, DJ Stewart. And it was a 2-man show at Knox. Let's be real. They had a couple of role players that gave them a few points, but to be honest, it was Wayne Stewart for mine, and then Bailey Duncan for support.
And it was balanced after that. Peatling, Rapper, Ketch, all with 6. Foy and Hare. No, Foy scored his 6 points in the first 3 minutes, but he and Hare 6 points apiece, and that's the extent of the scorers for Knox. But yeah, it really was a two-man show, and with due respect to young Bailey Nunn, I think one of those men in DJ Stewart was a little bit more prominent. That was a brilliant game from him. Your player of the game?
Yeah, it's DJ Stewart, hands down for me.
Yeah, I think so. So, I'll tell you what, look, for the home side here, 2 losses for Ballarat. 2 spirited losses, one where neither of them were Ballarat were probably favourite, but 2 spirited losses against really good outfits from Knox. And as I said it before, as an advertisement for NBL1 basketball, you couldn't go much better than this. These were 2 fantastic games of basketball to watch, and I won't speak for you here, Faz, but for me, these were 2 really, really fun games to call.
Absolutely, and, like you said, it's a great advertisement for the game. And, if the games were like this every week, you'd pack the stands.
Yeah, dead set. Look, that will do us from Selkirk Stadium here in Ballarat. For Mark Farrell, I'm Jared Prosser. We'll be with you again next Saturday night.